Good morning. Whew, it's cold outside. It's 26 degrees. It's 6:30 in the morning. I look like I have no hair because I have it up in a crazy bun in the back. I did not make a part 2 end video, whatever, to yesterday because yesterday was that bad. Yesterday was that bad. So where is I still have not taken the Sharpie and marked the levels on my cup. I have to get that done today. It's so hard to see. So we're gonna just try again today. We are just, I need my heater to heat up. Let's see. Today, I'm just literally grabbing from the bag that I just keep in my car. That way I have it and I have no excuses. And so I grabbed peanut butter chocolate peanut butter, whatever. It's the Reese's peanut butter cup flavor one. Not Reese's peanut butter cup. You know what I mean? Peanut butter cup. And it's amazing. So I actually have cold water today. I put a little bit more than the 8 ounces they say. And I'm not sure if that's gonna be too much water or what. So let's recap yesterday. Yesterday was a shit show. I woke up, I was not in a good mood at all. I got to work and it was almost like I knew yesterday was going to be horrible. It's almost like the universe told me yesterday when I woke up that it was just going to be a bad day. And it was. So part of a new admission in a nursing home, a skilled rehab facility, any of that, is you have to write care plans for the caregivers on the floor, CNAs, nurses, whatever, so that they know their diagnosis and basically it kind of outlines their care. So where I've always worked before, it was solely my job to write the baseline care plan and convert that into a comprehensive care plan. And if you're not a nurse and if you don't work in a SNF or acute rehab, then that's not going to make any sense to you. But basically it's like an outline. And at this place that I've been at for over a year now, they want the nurses on the floor to do the baseline care plan. And I would be okay with that if they would actually do it, because you have 48 hours to get this done. And they're not doing it, and then I end up finding out right at the very last minute on the second day, and there's penalties and tags and fines. There's all kinds of repercussions from not having this done. And let me see. Okay, well that's not too bad. If you don't do it, you're subject to disciplinary action. We'll put it like that. So yesterday, after multiple things had gone wrong throughout the day, and I basically just stayed in my office yesterday because I knew I wasn't in a good mood. I did really good on my eating though. So I ate, for my snack, I had a piece of hard cheese. It wasn't enough. I did not drink my water. I did eat my black beans for lunch. And then about 5:30 or 6 o'clock last night, I had one now and later. One lemon head, like the big gumball size lemon heads, and something, and one of those little tiny packs of Whoppers that have the 3 Whoppers in it. I had those 3 sweets last night, and that's just because I don't know. I just wanted it and I did it, and it was fine. Good morning. I know it's gonna be a little bit louder. I'm just gonna do a quick little video to insert in with the video that I did when I left my house. Because what I do is I video while I'm waiting on my car to warm up, and then for the first little bit of my drive. And then I listen to the video so that I can upload it right away, because I'm lazy, and if I leave it on my phone, it's gonna stay there for days on end, and I'm really trying to be accountable and follow things. But when I was listening to the video and I was recapping at 5:30 yesterday, I had sweets. I had one now and later, 1 lemon head and a pack of the Whoppers that come in 3, and I realized that I did not expand on that. So I do everything in 2s, everything I possibly can, let's put it that way. So when I was eating the candy yesterday, it was 2 sours and 2 chocolates, and I did not eat the 3rd Whopper. And I thought, I don't know why that bugs me so much, but when I was watching the video to get it ready to upload, I felt like anxiety because it sounded like odd, because then I started in my head doing the math. Well, that would be 5 pieces of candy, and that's still not even. If they didn't understand that I only ate 2 Whoppers, and it really doesn't matter that I only ate 2, and that's really not what the purpose of the video is. And I couldn't watch the rest of the video because I'm that crazy. So, that being said, I had 2 chocolates and 2 sours, and that's how in my mind it evens out and it makes it okay. But the anxiety was coming from the fact that maybe somebody watching my video wouldn't understand that. Yeah, I'm really that crazy. So enjoy the rest of the video. Peace and palm love. When I got home last night, I didn't eat. I came home, took my shower, did my face routine. I'm still freaking out because of all these wrinkles and bags and sags, and it's ridiculous. Like, the whole thing is legitimately ridiculous. So let me think. What else? So anyway, yesterday was just a horrible day. It was just a horrible day altogether. Didn't get out of work until really late again last night, and didn't go to the gym. And when I was going home last night, I thought, oh, I should post about this, and I should rant and rave and blah, blah, blah. And what's the point? I already said I was having a bad day, so we're just going to try again today. I woke up this morning, I'm in a decent mood. I'm extremely tired, but it's like mental fatigue. And I did not have any coffee before I came out to warm up the car. I think maybe that has a lot to do with my fatigue, is the decrease of the coffee. I cannot explain how much coffee I actually drink each day. If you saw me without my coffee cup in my hand, it's because there was something huge going on. So that being said, we have our chocolate peanut butter shake, and it is good and cold, mixed up really nicely. We're gonna go ahead and do our phentermine. Now yesterday was the first day that I did the whole pill, and about halfway through the day, I started to realize something. And I'm a nurse, and it's sad that it took me that long. So, one more phentermine. Okay, so having it cold, it tastes thicker, and I thought it would thin it out because I had more water, but it didn't. So I'm okay with that. I did 10 ounces of water, and I don't hate it. I don't love it, like the more concentrated flavor, I guess is the word I'm looking for. If you use less water, you're going to get that more concentrated peanut butter taste. So halfway through the day yesterday, I was sitting at my desk, and I had an absolute come apart. Like, I was sitting there bawling. Right before that, I was okay, so I have ADHD. I'm all over the place. If you watch my videos, you know I go from one subject to another. I talk really fast, then I calm down a little bit. I get lost in thought, and then I realize that I'm on video, and I'm like, oh, hey, so, I've been like that my whole life. So yesterday, right before my little meltdown, I was sitting at my desk, and I realized that I was not physically getting up and going and messing and moving from one project to another, and I was sitting there focused on what I was doing. And whether it was because it was the final deadline for some of those things and I knew that I had to push through and get it done, or if it was something else, what occurred to me was phentermine is a stimulant because it's meant to like help jumpstart your metabolism and help you to start burning fat and give you a little bit of energy. And I'm ADHD. Stimulants actually calm me down. That's why people who have ADHD often get put on stimulants. So I was sitting at my desk yesterday and I realized that I was not as scattered as far as we call it the hummingbird brain in my family. I don't know if anybody else uses that terminology, but I literally flit like a hummingbird. I go from one thing to another and then come back over here and do some more over here, and I'm used to it. I know it drives other people crazy, but oh well. So I think that maybe being on the phentermine has, now that I'm coming off the coffee as much, is helping me to kind of stay a little bit more focused, which is weird because that's not what I'm taking it for. I'm taking it to help with my metabolism. I have the hiccups again. I don't know if it was that shot of cold water that first hit my back, or I'm trying to hold my breath a little bit. You can't hold your breath and talk. So anyway, there's that. Today's a whole new day, whole new outlook. Today's going to be a shit show too, because they got 3 admissions after I left yesterday and I wasn't there to do them. So, well, we're going to have to see what today brings. But it's Thursday, which means 2 more days till my weigh-in. I weighed in last Saturday when I went to the diet doctor and picked up the shakes and was given those little chips and picked up the phentermine. And when I looked at the scale and saw the number, I know the look on my face was comical because I'm a very facially expressive person. A benefit for some occasions, definite. Oh, sorry. I noticed yesterday when I replayed that video to make sure that it, you could hear everything and it wasn't crazy. I heard those windshield wipers in the video yesterday and cringed when I heard them. Oh, they were horrible. I am so sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. Oh, I lost track of what I was saying. That'll flit back up in my head eventually. Hopefully. That's kind of scary. I usually don't lose a thought like that and like it's gone. Like it'll be gone for a minute and then it'll come back. But oh, weigh-in. Okay. So last Saturday was my weigh-in, and I know when I looked at that number on the scale, the woman was like, is she going to cry, scream, like have some sort of like explosion? Because the look on my face usually tells it all. I cannot believe I have allowed myself to become what I am. To get this out of shape, to become this overweight, to become this careless with the only body that I have. And I was mortified by the number. And I'm a total numbers person because I also have a very mild case of OCD. And it's not your hand washing OCD. I am a lock checker. I can't leave my house unless I pull my door so many times. All my numbers have to be even. And if I have a number that's odd, I have to be able to add it together, get an even number, and still be able to divide it. Like, it's really weird. And I know that, and I don't care because that's me. That's what I do. My family and friends know to buy me 2 of everything. If they're going to buy me something, they buy me 2 of everything. Now, I'm not talking, if they get me, say, a book for a gift, they're not going to buy me 2 of the same book. They're going to get me 2 books. Because anything else gives me extreme anxiety. And then I either have to get rid of the one or I have to go buy another to make it a matching pair. No words. I don't know. Maybe if somebody stumbles across this video, they can explain that to me, because I don't know. It does help with nursing, though. It does. It helps with nursing. I can't explain to you how. I'll have to take you through a day with me in the office doing my job. How the form of OCD that I have actually benefits the job that I have. So when I looked at that number, I was mortified. And I told myself when I was on that scale, I am not weighing myself again for 1 week. I am not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because one weigh in, one weigh in. That makes sense in my brain, right? And two, I was afraid that if the next day I stepped on the scale and did not see any change, or if it went up, I would just say forget it, because I've actually done that before too. And so I haven't weighed myself, and I'm super curious because I was looking in the mirror this morning and this seems to be hanging a little bit more. And I don't know if that's because the skin routine that I'm doing is not helping with the elasticity of my skin. I'm doing collagen and I'm doing, eye creams and all this other crap that I'm sure actually is not benefiting. But what I did notice is when I was looking in the mirror straight on today, this seems to be hanging a little bit more, which is my biggest fear. So I'm constantly watching it. This seems to be hanging a little bit more, which to me would suggest that there has been some deflation of the fatation. I'm not sure. But I'm absolutely on pins and needles waiting for it to get to be Saturday so I can see if there's been any change. Now, I know there's not going to be a grand amount of change because I haven't been able to get to the gym. I do walk a lot, and I know that in that packet it said a 25-minute brisk walk would benefit weight loss, and I get more than one 25-minute walk in every day, because when I'm going throughout the building and doing my assessments and helping out on the floor and passing lunch trays and whatever I might be doing other than sitting at my desk doing my nursing job, I get probably 10,000 steps in by lunch just from going out doing the interview part of my job. So I'm curious to see. And I've always been one who I can notice weight loss on myself faster by the way my clothes fit. And this morning when I got dressed, my undergarments were not as snug. And then when I pulled my pants up, they felt a little baggier in the bootay area, which I'm not going to be excited about. I'm going to have to get to the gym and start doing the squats, because for a 46-year-old woman, the one thing that I can say is that my butt has always looked good. I've always had a very nice looking butt. What can I say? I'm 46, I got a nice butt. But from the way it goes down from my back, it doesn't go all the way out, but I have a nice curvy butt. And I'm gonna be really mad if I lose that. I'd be really mad. And I've got to get the trainers to show me which equipment to use in order to build that muscle and keep that lift and keep that curvature so that it still looks cute. Because I don't want to be a flat butt babe. I don't want to be. Now, there's nothing wrong with it if you happen to be a flat butt babe. I support you. I encourage you. It's fine. I don't want to be one. I don't want to be one. So today is going to be another long day. It is Medicare Day. I have to have a meeting with several of the other IDT members, and we have to discuss our Medicare and Medicaid patients, their plan of care, when their discharges are planned, all that good stuff. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half. Then we typically do SWOT, which is the skin wounds and trending, to see whose wounds need nutritional supplements and who's losing weight and who's gaining too much weight and those type of things. So it's about another 3-hour session of sitting in meetings talking instead of being up and being physical. So sometimes I pace around while we're having the meetings though, because of who I am, and I have to keep moving and I can't sit still because I get too anxious. Yeah. The inside of my ear right there is itching so bad. Have you guys ever gotten that where you have that itch and it's just right on the inside of where the ear canal starts to narrow, and I don't stick things in my ear. Most of the time I'll take my knuckle and go like this and rub, but it's literally, okay, trucker, we're gonna do some NASCAR moves here. You know, getting onto the interstate nowadays is literally like driving on the Autobahn as a NASCAR driver, because the truck had nobody behind him and nobody to the side of him, and he saw me on the on-ramp and yet continued his pace in my lane until he decided that, okay, she's serious, she's gonna keep coming over, and then moved over. Like, come on, other people have to drive on the road. And I'm not an aggressive driver by any means, but things like that infuriate me, because I look at it like this. I'm gonna give you a glance. I got my blinker on. I'm old. I drive with a blinker. I don't leave it on though, like for miles and miles. I use it to indicate what I'm doing. And if you're not gonna have respect and move over a little bit, I'm fixing to look at you like I'm fixing to clip you, because you need to move. There's room for more than one car on this interstate, and that is just ridiculous. Now, I also drive in the slower lane. I drive in just the regular lane, unless I get behind somebody who's doing like a ridiculously slow speed. If the speed limit's 70 and we're in the just run lane and you're doing 50, I'm gonna have to get in that passing lane. I'm gonna have to do it, like this guy in front of me. So the speed right now is 70, he's doing 60. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to you and going around, because I've got to get to work, and I'm not sure if you are on vacation, if you own your own business, if you're a multimillionaire, if you won the lottery last night and you're just like, oh, okay. So they're cracking up laughing like they were on vacation and just enjoying life. Cool. I'm not. I'm on my way to work, which is aggravating enough. So, okay guys, I'm gonna clip this one. Clip this one? What am I gonna clip it with? Scissors? Is it a coupon? I don't know. I'm going to stop this video and get to work, have a cup of coffee. I might take you guys along with me. I think today I'm gonna start. I didn't stop and get any Carrie's Gold butter. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by anything I talk about in any of my videos. I don't recommend everybody run out and get Phenermine. I don't recommend everybody go out and do a health shake. I'm telling you what I do and what I use when I do it. If I were to be sponsored by anybody, believe me, you would see me wearing all the gear. The car seat covers, I would have a tumbler with the logo, the clothes, I would wear a baseball cap. Like, I would totally support that company if they sponsored me. I'm just somebody who has decided I'm tired of being tired, and I'm tired of feeling like I don't have the energy to get through my day. So, oh, and then in my little brain, I started thinking about sponsorships, and how do people get sponsorships? Do the companies contact them, or do they send them an email and be like, hey, I have a YouTube channel, and maybe somebody will see your product? That's what my brain does, people. That's what it does. So anyway, I'm gonna stop this here. Might take you along with me to show you how I do my coffee, but it would have to be a non-keto coffee, because I don't have the Carrie's Gold butter, which is what led me to the sponsorship. See, followed that rabbit trail myself. But I do have my MCT oil, my turmeric, my cinnamon. Oh, I don't think I have all the stuff at work to do a bulletproof. Nope, I don't. I do have some Premier protein shakes that I'm going to use as creamer, though. So that's going to be interesting. I actually started doing that a while. Okay, I'll tell you guys that story when I make my coffee, because if not, I'll just sit here and that's going to happen. All right, so you guys have a great morning. Make good food choices. If you happen to be going through your own journey, leave a comment below. Let me know where you're at, what you're doing, what type of things you don't like, you do like, whatever. And if you're just here to laugh at a babbling nurse who has ADHD and jumps from subject to subject, and you're trying to figure out how to keep up with me, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hang around. I'm actually freaking hilarious. You'll see more of that. All right, you guys have a great morning. Peace and palm love.